Chapter 3, Mishnah 4. This Mishnah continues to present the view of the sages of the previous Mishnah, who maintain that water poured from multiple containers combines to make up the 3 lugan of she'uvin that disqualify a mikveh that is less than 40 sa of water. Water that is poured from 1 container, from 2, or from 3 containers combines to make up 3 lugan of she'uvin that disqualify a mikveh, but water from 4 containers does not combine. The Mishnah cites other laws where there is a difference between 3 and 4 containers. Similarly, regarding Baal Keri, a man who had a seminal discharge and is thus prohibited to study Torah, who was sick and 9 kabin of water fell over him in order to allow him to study Torah, or a person who was tahor and 3 lugan of shuvin water fell over his head and the greater part of his body, and is thus subject to a rabbinic tuma. Water from 1 container, from 2, or from 3 combines, but water from 4 containers does not combine. Thus, if 9 kabin of water fell on a Baal Keri from 3 containers or less, he may study Torah. If the water fell from more than 3 containers, he remains prohibited to study Torah. Similarly, if 3 lugan of shuvin fell from 3 containers or less on a person who is tahor, he becomes tamei. If the water fell for more than 3 containers, he remains tahor. The Mishnah teaches that water poured from up to 3 containers combines only when a certain condition is met. When are these words, i.e. that water from up to 3 containers combined, said? When the second container started emptying before the first one stopped, i.e. only when the flow of water from the containers was uninterrupted. If the flow is interrupted, they do not combine. The Mishnah now focuses on the law that 3 lugan of she'uvin disqualify mikvah only if they are poured from no more than 3 containers. The Mishnah addresses when this law applies. And when are these words, i.e. that 3 lugan of water disqualify only if they are poured from no more than 3 containers, said? When he had no intention to increase the volume of water in the mikveh. He simply wanted to pour out the water. But if he intended to pour the she'uvin into the mikveh to increase the volume of the mikveh so that it should not fall below 40 sa'ah through repeated use, many additions of even 1 kortav, a very small measure, of she'uvin each time over the course of a year combined to 3 lugan. Although the amount of she'uvin was very small and the she'uvin was poured in many times over a very long period of time, the mikveh is nevertheless disqualified.